Perfect. Now, can you guys see my slides? No. How about now?
Yeah.
There we go. Before we get started, I just want to make sure I'm in the right room. So let me see a show of hands. How many of you guys will consider you guys tech savvy? Like, how many of you guys are good with technology?
No way.
Okay, we got a good amount of people.
I went to your class, so right here.
And one more question before I get started. How many of you guys have started using AI already in your business at all? All right, a good amount. All right, a good amount. So
That's good,
in today's class, I'm going to teach you guys pretty much how to master ChatGPT without any tech experience necessary. So we're going to get right into it. So you guys may not know what this is, but back in 1849, Antonio Meucci, I believe his last name is, created the first telephone apparatus, right? He didn't know what he was doing at the time, but what he did was he changed the way we communicated forever. Now we fast forward to 2023. How many of you guys have an iPhone now or a phone of some sort?
Woo!
Right. Some sort of phone, right? The way we communicate as a species just changed completely, all because Antonio, back in the day, created a little invention that no one really knew what it was good for, and that evolved. And that's where we are right now with AI, right? AI, when ChatGPT first came onto the market, it revolutionized the way we all did business, whether we realized it or not, because AI has always been in the mix, but ChatGPT was the first time AI really came widely accessible to pretty much the public. And so from here, back in around January, I hopped on a podcast tour. And between January and March, I hopped on about a little over 100 podcasts. And from there, I met this guy named Jason. Now, Jason, he runs this mastermind called the Sphere and Clover. And at that point in time, I never invested in a paid mastermind before. And so I was really on the fence about joining. I was like, this is a lot of money. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to, pay this off. What about next month? I'm not too sure. And in the mastermind, he had this one course. And in the course, he literally used ChatGPT to create the course. And he screen recorded himself doing the whole thing. And I'm like, damn, now this guy is good. At that point in time, this is when ChatGPT first came out. And I was just using it to create show titles for my podcast and little show descriptions, nothing too fancy. And then from there, I ended up teaching a class on ChatGPT. I had about 300 or so realtors sign up from across the country, and it went really amazing. And there were so many things that I did with that class. And now if you look up, there's a little graph. Now, it looks super complicated. All you need to know is that it's called the diffusion of innovation, and it just shows how people adopt things in society. And the first little circle is the early adopters, right? Back in January when I first taught that ChatGPT class, that's when all the early adopters were using ChatGPT. That's when everyone was first getting started and really starting to utilize AI in their business. Now, early adopters always have the biggest advantage just because they get in the game before everyone else. Right now, we're getting into the majority. Right? A lot more people know about AI. A lot more people are starting to hear about ChatGPT and all these other tools. And now, ChatGPT, just for a little bit of context, in 5 days, it reached 1 million users, which was the fastest thing in history up until Instagram Threads that came out like 2 weeks ago, and that just broke the record out of the water. And now ChatGPT is on its way to approaching over 200 million users, and its website gets about 1.9 billion with a B monthly visits every single week or every single month. So ChatGPT is definitely something that a lot of people are using. But my biggest fear for all you guys is for you guys to end up in the last part of this group, the laggards. The laggards are the people that are still using the flip phones, the people that still don't have a computer, right? The people that just, no matter what you do, they'll just never get with the times, right? That is my biggest fear because AI, as we know it, is going to change everything. And so the vehicle for you guys to start growing in the next 12 months is AI. And there's not a single person in here that I cannot, 10x in the next 12 months with using the AI. So before we get started, I want you guys to repeat after me really quickly. Can you guys do that? Can you guys repeat after me?
Yeah.
All right. I commit.
I commit
That as soon as I know. That artificial intelligence. Is the key. To 10x my online presence. I will go all in. All right, good. So all you guys just gave me your word, and now I can get into the presentation a little bit. So a little bit about myself. My name is John Mendez. I'm the founder of Stop and Stare Media, and of course it comes from the shirt Stop and Stare. Just don't touch the hair. That's rule number 1 for all my curly folks. Ask about the story in the networking event. I'll tell you more about it, but I can't get into it right now. And pretty much, what is AI? That's the question that everyone is wondering. AI, it just stands for artificial intelligence. And I'm going to use a quick little metaphor. So think of a robot, right? A regular robot. It's kind of like a microwave, right? When you have a microwave, you put your food in, right? Click a couple buttons, boop, boop, boop. Press start, turns on, and heats up your food. And like most robots, you give it a set of instructions, and it doesn't deviate from the instructions. It can never, ever deviate. So whatever you plan it, program it in the beginning, that's the only thing you can use it for. Now, us as business owners, we have to be smarter than that. We have to think better. We have to learn how to use these, these different technologies and program them in a way where they can actually make our lives easier instead of trying to learn all these different tools. So the secret to using this is AI. And think of it like pretty much a chef. Let me ask you guys a quick question, because most of you guys are Latino. So how many of you guys really know how to throw down in the kitchen? How many of you guys can cook? Okay, perfect. So think of AI like cooking, like you're in the kitchen, right? If you accidentally put a little bit of salt, you can recover and still make a good dish. And with AI, if you put in something, it'll use suggestions, recommendations, and other tools, pretty much technology, to help enhance what you have going on. Versus a regular traditional robot, whatever you put in is exactly what you're getting out. No ifs, ands, or buts around it. But with AI, it can learn about your business, it can learn about what your mission is, it can learn about your goals, and then from there, it can kind of craft responses based off exactly what you need. Wow. So I'm going to share with you guys secret number 1. Now normally I teach a longer presentation where I'll give you guys all 3 secrets, but for lack of time, we're just going to cover secret number 1, and I'm going to help you guys transform ChatGPT into a Swiss Army knife so that you guys could use it for everything. You guys ready to learn how to do that?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So, quick question. How many of you guys heard one of these AI doomsday headlines like, oh, AI is going to take over the world, the end of the world is coming, ChatGPT is going to take over every single job in the industry?
Isn't it?
Right? As media, they have a good job. They want you to feel scared, right? They want you to feel worried. And so I want to tell you guys the truth, the cold, hard truth. AI isn't going to replace you. Someone using AI will. Right? If you remember anything from this presentation, you remember anything from the panel that we're going to do right after this, AI isn't going to replace you. Someone using AI will. So I can't really get too much into tactics. So I'll inspire you on some of the ways I've been using ChatGPT and AI. So in this presentation right here, I use a site called tome.app. Write that down. TOME.app. Now what that does, it pretty much create presentations for you in a matter of seconds. You put in a topic and it'll create a presentation. And then from there, I use ChatGPT to put in all the information on the slides. Right? I use DALL-E, DALL-E. That created all the images in the presentations. And it's already built into Tome.app, right? From there, the sign-in that I use on Eventbrite, of course, Tome.app, right? This slide doesn't really have any information, so it's not too important. But for Eventbrite, I use Midjourney to create that image on the landing page.
Nice.
I use ChatGPT to create the title for the event. I use ChatGPT to create the description for the event. Right? I use ChatGPT to come up with the reminder emails for the event, as well as the registration emails to get people to sign up to the event. Right? You can use ChatGPT for virtually everything, right? Whether it's a listing description, a video script, a Facebook ad, you want to plan out a book, you want to get into a diet, whatever you need ChatGPT for, you can use it for all these different things and a lot more. Right? There are so many different use cases to using ChatGPT. I like to think of it like bowling. If you ever go bowling for the first time and you don't have the railings up, you're always going to end up on the side some way, shape, or form. And that's why most people don't use ChatGPT. Because you're kind of just thrown into the wolves and just have all these different use cases. And it's like, oh my goodness, what do I use it for? Right? So you can use it for pretty much everything. And people now are starting to sell these pretty much courses, programs, and they'll sell you like, here's the top 1,000 ChatGPT prompts. They'll pay you charge you like $20 or something like that. And what you don't know is that they're using ChatGPT to generate all these prompts. Like, you think they're actually gonna go through and use 1,000 different prompts themselves? No, they're using AI to create stuff and then charge people for it because most people don't know how to use ChatGPT. They think they're doing you a service, but I'm actually gonna teach you the game. I'm gonna teach you guys what's called reverse prompt engineering. Right? Super technical term. All you gotta do is think about it like this, right? Think of it like a teacher. Instead of me going to do the homework on my own and figuring out what the answers to the problem are, I can just ask the teacher, hey teacher, how do I do this? And have the teacher tell me. So here's how you pretty much put that into ChatGPT language. We're gonna use ChatGPT against itself. We're gonna ask ChatGPT to help you create prompts. We're gonna ask ChatGPT to help you do whatever you need. That way you don't have to learn what questions to ask. You don't have to learn what to type in. You don't have to learn how to use it. You're using ChatGPT against ChatGPT. And who knows ChatGPT better than itself? Nobody, right? That's a good response, baby. He said me. And so, step number one of how to really start getting good at ChatGPT. You go to openai.com. That is the main ChatGPT website. They created ChatGPT. And then you go on to try ChatGPT, create a free account. Once you log in, right, before you start typing anything into ChatGPT, what do you want? What's your reason for even logging on? What do you want to get out of it? Do you want to create a video script? Do you want to create a presentation for first-time home buyers? Do you want to create a 5 myths for first-time home buying lending programs? What do you want to do with ChatGPT when you log in? Once you start getting an idea for what that's down, you want to tell that to ChatGPT. Now, it's funny because Tony Peck is another one of the speakers, and he's called the godfather of AI, meaning the godfather of Instagram. And I pretty much found this one prompt, and it's called the godfather prompt. Now, it's a super long prompt, so I'm actually going to give it away at the end of the presentation. But pretty much what the godfather prompt is, it's a prompt that you use to pretty much turn ChatGPT against itself. And in the prompt, once you guys start using it, you'll see it says something along the lines of, hey ChatGPT, you are now a prompt creator. You will ask me questions based off of what I need and go back and forth with me to create a revised prompt. And pretty much, let's say I copy and paste the Godfather prompt, right? Then from there, I'll start giving it context. Hey, I want to create a 30-second video script on how to use AI in your business for people in the credit repair space. And then from there, ChatGPT will create a revised version of that prompt. It'll give you suggestions, and then it'll give you a list of questions for you to answer. Now, you'll answer those questions. You'll go back and forth with ChatGPT, and then at the end of it, when you're finished, it'll create a beautifully crafted prompt catered to your exact needs, all because you use ChatGPT against itself. And then from there, once you're finished, you pretty much just take out that prompt, and you could use that for virtually anything. Now, because I don't have a computer, I can't show you guys this live, but I'm sure Carnell can vouch for me. I taught him how to do this as well. You go on ChatGPT, use this what I call the Godfather prompt, and you can create a prompt for all your needs, regardless of what it is. And so this works for anyone, right? Whether you're an agent, a lender, a broker, credit repair, entrepreneur, insurance, attorney, whatever business you're in, this prompt literally works for everyone. It's bulletproof. And so here's how I started using ChatGPT. So this is my YouTube video. I have the entire video script, except for maybe 1 or 2 lines where I kind of freestyle off the cuff a little bit, created with ChatGPT. I have the titles for my YouTube videos, created with ChatGPT. I have the descriptions as well, all that have SEO keywords pretty much meshed throughout the entire. I'm not mistaken, this morning, so been doing it for quite some time now. The titles now are all created with ChatGPT, right? The description all created with ChatGPT. This is my 100th podcast episode event. So for all you guys that do client appreciation events, I like to do little get-togethers or happy hours. I created the landing page for this, all with AI. I created the plans. I pretty much asked ChatGPT to give me ideas, act as if it's my event coordinator, and help me plan this entire event. We ended up getting close to 50 people in person for this event, and my guy Christian, who's somewhere here taking videos, made an amazing video for this as well. And the entire event was planned with ChatGPT. So now you're probably thinking, John, but I don't have a YouTube channel. And I don't do what you do, right? John, I don't have a podcast. John, I don't do in-person events. Like, how is this going to work for me and my business right now? And so with the Godfather prompt, how you use it is for whatever your needs are. You copy and paste the prompt, right? And if I had a computer, I would show you how easy it was. But you literally copy and paste the prompt, and for whatever your needs, whether it's admin tags, whether it's a high-level campaign, whether it's emails, whether you want to write a blog post, or you want to get a newsletter going, you can use this one prompt to create prompts for everything. And so that's pretty much all for the presentation. Remember, AI won't replace you. Someone using AI will. And if you want the free course that's had for ChatGPT and how to use it, everyone scan this QR code right now. If you want pretty much the prompt list that I was talking about, in this free course, I have almost like 15 video lessons, including live Q&A of my workshop that I did last month that had over 350 people sign up for. And this course is going to take you from pretty much complete beginner with ChatGPT to almost master level prompt creator. And so I'm gonna leave this up for the most part, but in front of me and show you guys how to do this. I want to talk to you guys and give you a live example. We're gonna start over here right in the back.
It's not working because it's not flat.
My pleasure, brother.
Good question.
It's not working.
Where do you see ChatGPT versus Google
not flat.
AI?
All right, good question. He said, where do I see ChatGPT versus Google AI? So for anyone that doesn't know, Google has a ChatGPT pretty much alternative, compatible, and not compatible. Isn't that as ChatGPT? And more are coming out every pretty much is with ChatGPT, especially because all the features and the plugins that it had connection to Bing. They had to put that down for a little while. So eventually they're gonna come and bring it back. So for right now, I would stick with ChatGPT. Google is up and coming, and eventually when they do get it right, it probably might surpass ChatGPT, but for the foreseeable future, I'm sticking with ChatGPT. All right, Eileen.
All right, so we have some time here.
Yeah.
So I want you to have us personally try that Godfather prompt.
Okay. So.
All right, who has ChatGPT?
Everyone has ChatGPT on their phone?
All right, so open it up. Let's try it.
No, it's my laptop.
But
So if you're in the,
I have it on my laptop.
if you scan the, oh, shoot. All right, so.
everyone, guys, everyone's gonna receive this via email on Monday. So everyone we'll send everyone who came to the event today this link so that you can register for this. But I want you guys to kind of get an idea how it works. So let's just log in, whoever has it, and let's just kind of see how the prompt works so that when you do decide to use it for your own idea, you know how it works a little bit.
Okay, so I'll have to go a little slow because it's a big prompt.
Okay, go.
Everyone, I'll give you guys about 30 seconds or so to open up ChatGPT. And then in the meantime, I'll take one more question while you guys are getting your ChatGPT open. Right here.
So when I open ChatGPT, by the way, I downloaded it but don't use it.
Okay.
ChatGPT 3.5, ChatGPT-4, like which one?
Perfect. That's an amazing question. She asked for anyone that didn't hear, should I use ChatGPT 3.5 or should I use ChatGPT 4? What's the difference? Is there one better than the other? Pretty much is what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
So with 3.5, that is accessible to any and everyone, whether you're on a paid plan or not. Now with 3.5, in terms of speed, it blows 4 out of the mouth, like out of the water. It's not even close. But where number 4 picks up is when you have ChatGPT 4, it can handle more data. It creates better responses. It creates more unique responses. There's less hallucinations, which is pretty much where ChatGPT starts like bugging out. There's less hallucinations. it's pretty much has so much more creative ability when you use GPT-4. Alongside that, you also, on the paid plan, get access to all the plugins and all the new features, so you get to stay ahead of the game. And then I'll take one more question all the way in the back, and then we'll get into using the ChatGPT prompt live.
As a photographer, how do you know which one you have? As a photographer, everyone is always asking me for lessons, how to do pictures.
Yeah.
I want to generate a 2-day course from ChatGPT. Can I do that?
2-day course. All right, so everyone listen to me. If you want a quick way to do anything and have it really well catered to your business, no matter what business you're in, right before you add any prompt. So whether you're doing a video script, whether you're doing a campaign for Facebook, whether you're doing an Instagram post, whether you're doing a 2-day course, before you do anything with ChatGPT, I want you guys to say, ChatGPT, before we get started, I want you to help me with fill in the blank, right? Whatever it is. In this case, a 2-day course teaching people how to learn photography and turn that into a business, right? Before we get started, I want you to ask me questions until you get a deep understanding of my business. We will continue to go back and forth until you have a deep understanding.
You were saying, this is the Godfather thing you were saying right now?
The Godfather prompt, I'll say after. But yeah, this is just like a quick little, for whatever you need, right? If you can't copy and paste the Godfather prompt and you're on the fly, say, ChatGPT, I want you to ask me questions and go back and forth with me until you get a deep understanding of my business. From there, once you get a deep understanding, we will continue with whatever the process that you guys are doing. So in this case, a 2-day course, right? And then always ask the magical question, do you understand? You want to treat ChatGPT like it's your kid, right? Make sure that you ask it, do you understand? Because if not, it's going to go off the rail and do something that you didn't ask for, and then you're going to have to refresh your page and hit regenerate and try the new prompt. So always ask it, do you understand? From there, I would then say, all right, help me create an outline for a 2-day course. From there, it'll generate an outline. And if you use the Godfather prompt, you can make it even way more catered. But this is just on the fly. When you're in the question phase, give it like it'll probably ask you like your mission statement, what's your goal, are you planning to do a video or whatever, and it'll keep going back and forth. When you feel it has an adequate understanding of your business, say finish, let's get the party started. And then from there, it's create a 2-day course. So we're gonna get into using ChatGPT live. So she has a question about which app.
Yes.
If you go on the App Store or Google Play Store, it's not available on both. Apple and Google Play both have ChatGPT. And so if you go in there and type in ChatGPT, there's one that says the official app by OpenAI, if I'm not mistaken. The official app by, it says ChatGPT, and it says the official app by OpenAI. Let me use this clicker.
What are the intellectual property implications for like putting in a theory or a thought into these platforms and then running the risk that something somehow gets your information to what you put together? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, he's asking pretty much what are the potential like IP risks with using ChatGPT. I don't have the logo up here. Sorry, I don't have the logo. I thought I did. But pretty much he's asking what are the potential IP risks. And so I would say don't share anything you're not comfortable sharing, right? Because ChatGPT openly states that this is all your
Yeah,
inputs and conversations.
Oh, right there. Is that the logo?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Oh yeah, that's the logo. Boom. But all the data helps ChatGPT learn and grow. So like, I won't be able to get access to your account unless I'm some like God tier level hacker, then probably. But aside from that, I wouldn't put anything that you're not comfortable sharing, just to avoid that altogether. And there is a lot of like legalities that go into it, but for the most part, the way you want to use ChatGPT for now in the short term is for ideation. Like don't have.
You're building a system for a business and you're automating and structuring the system, and then you want to basically expedite the process of creating the systems for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ChatGPT is a great tool for that, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if you run the risk and put the information in there, and then, that's something that, like, I feel like any business person creating a business, that can be an application that's positive or negative. I don't know. It's good because it speeds up your business, right?
Yeah.
That, you don't want to give away your idea, right?
That's the thing. So, let's say you gotta have a conversation thread going where you have this new idea, very innovative, no one ever heard about, I won't be able to access that through my ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is fed a base of information, a data collection of information, and the individual conversations that take place don't directly affect that that overall data pool that we all have access to that our ChatGPT is trained on. If you want to get like a little ninja and high level, and you're scared about that potentially having a risk, ChatGPT has what's called an API. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, it just pretty much allows you to use ChatGPT, the software, as if it was your own, and kind of white label it. You could probably use the API key and then use that to do whatever business plan you're doing. And then that will be a little bit more secure than just using it on the regular desktop version. That's an amazing, very high level question. So for anyone that has the ChatGPT app open,
Let's do it.
you guys all ready to go? For the most part? All right. So this is what the Godfather prompt is, and anyone that gets anyone that scans the QR code up here will.
I wasn't able to scan it from back here.
You have to do it from this side.
From that side.
Here we go. Boom. Anyone that gets that, you guys will all get it. But if you have ChatGPT open right now,
Someone dropped it to me.
I want you
I'm
guys
recording.
to, for the most part, it doesn't have to be exactly word for word, just because then I'll have to keep on going back and forth for everybody. But it's the first sentence is, I want you to become my prompt creator. I'll repeat that slowly. Yeah. Don't hit enter. This is all going to be one sentence, right? One big paragraph that you're going to put into ChatGPT. I want you to become my prompt creator. Now, the reason I started off with that is because, as I was mentioning earlier to the gentleman over here, ChatGPT is fed off a massive pool of data, right? Massive pool of data. Now, whenever you want to do something, you want to pretty much put some constraints on ChatGPT. So it's not pulling from all the information, it's just pulling from the stuff that's relevant, right? So you're going to tell ChatGPT to become a prompt creator. The next step, right, is your goal is to help me craft the best possible prompt for my needs.
Use a period in between.
Yeah, period in between. Sorry, period.
Your goal is
To help me craft.
Your goal is to help me make the best prompt. Yeah. Your goal is to help me make the best prompt. All right. Give you guys a couple seconds to type that. Usually people my age type a little bit faster. It's what it is.
Is that 15 years old?
All right, and then all right, then we're gonna hit pretty much enter, right? Yeah, so two sentences, not enter as in not enter as in enter as in like the next line. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hit return.
So you can always improvise.
Copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Right. Right, then number one, right? Your first response will be to ask me what the prompt should be about. Your first response will be to ask me what the prompt should be about.
I hear someone
Right.
typing.
The next sentence, right, is going to be, I'll give you an answer, but we'll need to continually improve it. I'll give you an answer. Exactly. Pretend you're dating.
Too much information.
Right, so I'll read that again, right? Your first response will be ask me what the prompt should be about. I'll provide my answer, but we'll need to improve it. All right. Next line. Don't hit enter. Next line. All right.
Does it make a difference if you hit enter?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
See, this is where, as I said, this prompt is too long.
This is like a real sensitive guy.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it's
take those notes and send it to everybody.
Yeah.
pretty much. Number 2 is based on my input, you will generate 3. Can I airdrop this to everyone?
Yes, please.
This is gonna take forever.
My airdrop is open. Go ahead.
Airdrop. If they don't have airdrop, too bad.
This is,
So you don't want like a let's drop it to Eileen and Eileen send it to everybody in the email.
let's see. How do I airdrop this to everyone?
Go to airdrop and then start
Ask
clicking.
ChatGPT.
take a picture of it and airdrop it.
Okay. But they can't. You can't copy off a picture.
Yeah, you can. iPhone, you can.
Oh, you can. Wait, you have a chance to do it.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. I'm gonna airdrop this photo to everyone. If you don't have airdrop, then you might have to switch your device.
I'm done with that.
Alright, everyone has airdrop on. So I'm gonna start sending this out to
Go ahead, go.
everyone.
I'm Veronica.
I got it. You were the first one? Come and get it.
Okay, just start dropping it to everybody.
I don't see Veronica.
Start dropping it. Seriously.
Okay.
Start
I sent it
dropping
to
it.
about like 10 people.
Start dropping it.
Well, we got 14 people.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Okay, Giovanni has it, so she's gonna share it with everybody. So R.E.A.L is gonna share it. So R.E.A.L is going to share it in the email. We had a few more minutes, but if you want to go through the whole thing, just read it out, and everyone's gonna get it, but they can get an idea how to use it, right? Because even right now, it sounds odd, right? If you were to send me this and I have to put this in, I'll be like, what the fuck is going on? So just read it all out.
Yeah.
So guys, he's gonna read it all out to get an idea of what it is.
Does anyone have questions?
And then if you have questions, you can reach out to him, but at least you know exactly how it works so that you can use it at home.
Number 2, right? Based on
All
my
right,
input.
take control, honey.
All right. So pretty much, long story short, right? So after you tell it to help me, we'll continue
Based on my input.
based on my input, we'll generate 3 sections, right? Revise prompts, suggestions, and questions. Right? And then new line number 3, it says, we'll continue this iterative process and providing me more information to you and updating the prompt and revise sections. Long story short, it'll keep going back and forth with you until you create the perfect prompt to whatever you need it for. And then you'll just, whenever you need to create a new prompt, you'll just do that, insert it, and then you'll have that one conversation thread. Now here's the next level trick. In ChatGPT, all your conversations, you can change the name. So let's say you have one prompt for listing descriptions. In the conversation, change the name to listings descriptions. So now every time you need to make a listing description, you don't have to use this Godfather prompt again, right? You just go back to that one conversation and you just boom, pop something out. And then let's say you have a video script one, right? Then you need a video script, you prompt it out, boom. And just like that, you just have conversations on the side for whatever topic you need, and then you'll just go in, boom, click it, and then you'll get pretty much, that's how you would use it. How much time? I'm good on time?
Yeah. So do you want to introduce Steve? We want to do the Q&As and the panelists, and then we can come back with Q&A from the audience.
Okay. Yeah,
Introduce me. Awesome.
Thank you.
So what time do we have here?